Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm WillStalker25, and today I got a new action figure review for you guys on the, well, relatively old figure now, Jazwares Pokémon Select Raikou. This is part of their, I believe they still classify it as Trainer Series or Trainer Team. This was a Target exclusive. It did retail for $19.99, $20 here in the US. I'm curious, if you are outside of the US, did you guys see this in store? Let me know in the comments below. And how was how was it trying to get this guy? Did you get him or not? But yeah, pretty cool figure. Sculpt work is pretty great. I can't remember, did this unplug? I'm not gonna like try to force it. But I thought the tail maybe didn't come attached, but I can't remember now at this point, and I don't want to break it. So these guys are, like I said, Target exclusive. $20 figure. Articulation, little limited. I wish there was a little bit more in here. There's a little bit to be desired that I would have liked. So, like, for example, a cut through here, a diaphragm, would have been nice to like maybe get them a little side to side, or like something just to change the movement, maybe bring the front of like the chest down a little bit more, or the legs down more, or something like that, just to alter the diaphragm on him a little bit. Would have been cool. A little like cut in there just for like a ball joint. So Raikou's pretty nice. The second of the 3 legendary beasts from Johto that have been released so far. Wish I had the Zabu Marvel Legend Build-A-Figure to compare them to, honestly. But yeah, articulation-wise, let's take a look. Let's see. Front leg, back leg go forward that much. They go back that much. You do have the back leg, which has like a knee that goes forward that much, and then back that much. And then the front leg has the same thing. The knee goes back that much, forward that much. All right, so this is one big problem I have, is the leg, unfortunately, does not go as far forward as I would want it to with the knee, so you can't get them in like really great downward poses. The ankle goes forward that much and then back that much as well. So unfortunately, Raikou doesn't get in that like, downward pose he usually gets into in most of his artworks. And then you do have a back ankle for this foot, which gets, honestly, not very much. It's literally non-existent. It's that and that. So very limited movement on the legs. The tail does not rotate. This is a very solid piece of plastic. I don't remember if it came attached or not in the box. I can't, it might have plugged in separately. The head gets that far, like he gets a slight tilt. The legs also do have like a slight bowing, so like with the back legs, they could go in that much and then the out. So slight spread on there, and then the front same. All right. The mouth does open, so there you go, and then close. And then the head looks that far down, but you have the silly mane that doesn't continue along the back, and then the neck doesn't really, there's like not much rotation in here. So I'm gonna be honest, Raikou looks great. The sculpt is phenomenal. Unfortunately, the articulation has a relatively decent amount to be desired. Because it's an animal pose, it's a quadruped, it's kind of hard to, I feel like, get good articulation on these guys, especially for the price point of $20. Their joints that Jazwares uses are very like big and stiff and stuff like that, so and sometimes they don't put enough. Like, I wish there was a joint like in here in the neck so it could look down more. I wish the head was on a, like the hair here was on a joint, so when you get the head looking down, you could bring this down to keep flush here, so it like keeps that look instead of like, that. I don't think it should be like that. I think it should stay down, and the head should be able to rotate separately from the rest of this purple piece. The legs, I wish these had better joints here. You don't really need a toe joint on this. I think if the paw is on a good enough ankle joint. Definitely where I think the biggest gripe I have here is the lack of joint in the diaphragm waist anywhere. There's nothing, so you can't get a side to side or anything. I think, did Suicune have it? Yeah, even Suicune, you know, as a side by side comparison, you know, Suicune had a joint here. While it probably didn't do a lot, no, it actually didn't do anything. It did get a back, like an up and down, which is what I wanted, but it didn't do any side to side. So that's like a first comparison that like Raikou did not get as much as Suicune. Size wise though, you could see like they are, Raikou definitely looks bulkier than Suicune, which I think is right. I'm curious to see how Entei will compare to the two of them. Like, as you can see, like Suicune stands taller, at least with the head, but like the back of the cloud on Raikou stands way taller than the cloud on Suicune. And like he just looks bulkier in comparison. So, all right, let's do a quick size check on him. Raikou also did, you know, just a little thing. Raikou did come with a base. I think it came with one. I want to say it was this one. So it's just one that like plugs in right here, you know, if you want jumping poses. But because the articulation's so limited, you'll never use this thing. All right, height wise, Raikou, top of the head, about 6 inches. Top of the cloud, maybe the cloud's 6 inches, and the top of the head is slightly under. Lengthwise, from the back of the tail to the front of the head, about 9 inches long. No, probably about like 8 and 3/4 inches long, something like that. So interesting size wise, to be for sure. So Raikou, height wise, let's see. Fortnite Victory Royale The Foundation, Star Wars The Black Series Captain Rex, G.I. Joe Classified, and Marvel Legends. So there we go, height wise on these. As you can see, they all stand a bit taller, you know, but he still stands pretty tall. I'll give Raikou that. He stands pretty tall for a big cat. So like I said, I wish I had Zabu, the Marvel Legend Build-A-Figure, to compare him to, because I think that would have been a great comparison. Here's your Power Ranger, since I forgot to do that. Mezco Stealth Iron Man, SH Figure Arts, and Mafex. So there we go. And by the way, if I sound negative about Raikou, I don't think I'm being negative about it. I will say there are some disappointing factors of this figure, but I am very happy. Don't get me wrong, I'm very happy to have this as a figure in the collection. It is not something I thought we would ever get in 6-inch form, is most of these Pokemon. So having Raikou that could like scale up with Marvel Legends and stuff like that. I like having stuff in a uniform scale. I like having figures all like, that's why Samus disappoints me. I wish someone else would make Samus just to where she's like around the same height as Master Chief, because she's supposed to be like 6 foot tall in the armor. He's supposed to be like a little over around 7 foot, I think, in the armor. So like, you know, I wish the scale was there with everything. I wish there was a, you know, it would be a monopoly, but I wish there was like a universal company that made like all the figures, you know, sometimes, so it's like you get the scale right. Or like, I wish companies were, you know, used a universal scale, you know, like they have the 1/12, but, you know, 1/12 never is true scale with most of these lines. They don't really do it. So there you go. There's all your size comparisons with other brands that are not Pokemon, other licenses. So let's take a look with Raikou next to some Pokemon. So here's Figma Samus. Figma Gloria. So you're the only Pokemon trainer figure I unfortunately own. I wish I had more, but I don't. Here is the previously reviewed Mewtwo in the line. So Mewtwo and Raikou both released last year. I got them in November in 2023. It is currently May 21st, 2024 for me right now as the time of recording this video. So yeah, here's Raikou with Suicune and with Mewtwo. I like the look of Raikou somewhat more than Suicune, but like Suicune overall I think is a better figure. Here's the Bandai model kit Gengar, the battle figure of Pikachu, in case you want another little yellow electric type running around. I didn't even know Beldum was back there, so here's Beldum as well. And then here's one of the most recent at the time of recording this video. Here's Flygon. As you can see, Flygon's pretty big, you know, but Raikou's, I think, still bigger, obviously, overall. If Flygon wasn't on the flight stand, there'd be a difference. Trust me, it'd be a lot different for sure. You know what? Let's get out. I got some electric types here. Let's get out some electric types. So we got Jolteon, which was always the rumor. It's funny, Jolteon is like always the rumor of what Raikou was before it got resurrected by Ho. It was always thought to be like a Jolteon, but then like for some reason there's more than one Raikou, or there's more than one Entei, like the Pokedex entry. So a little bit of Pokemon lore knowledge there. So there's, you know, Toxtricity, also one of the newer ones, and Jolteon, a battle figure, no articulation. I think. Oh wait, I'm sorry. The legs do move, but that's it. So yeah, there you go. There's a look at those. And let's bring in another Gen 2 while we have Suicune still here. Here's Tyranitar, another release last year, a 2023 release. Another really limited figure in articulation, not what I would have wanted exactly. I would have wanted a little bit more, but it is what it is. It just kind of happens, you know. How do you get a ton of articulation on a big rock, you know, figure? I would expect more out of the agile cat than the giant rock lizard, but unfortunately it just kind of didn't pan out that way. But still, like I said, a great figure overall, and I really do like it. And let's get Charizard in here. So there's your size comparison with Charizard. And Garchomp. And I think that's it. Do I want to bring in... Yeah, we'll bring in... Alright. Last one. Size-wise, we will bring in Metagross, the epic battle figure that I previously reviewed on the channel. So here's the Metagross with Raikou as well. Alright. That's it. That's all the size comparisons. So, Raikou. Overall, I think Raikou is a pretty great figure. If you were able to get him for the $20 price point that he originally was, he's awesome. I think he has shelf presence. While, like I said, he doesn't have the best articulation, the sculpt work and the paint work and the printing detail on him is solid. Like, just look at that, like the lightning bolts that go all around the legs and everything. He's got like, mine's got a scuff here, actually. That's unfortunate. It's got a scuff on the shoulder. But yeah, the print work is great. The eyes look great. The inside of the mouth is fairly well painted as well. The teeth are good. The front and the inside ones, the fangs. The blue on this like weird nose star is good. So yeah, the print is great. The paint is great. The sculpt is great. It's just like most of the select figures where they fall in the articulation department. But overall, for $20, awesome figure. Very happy to have it. You will see Raikou come back in the Entei review. And then I'm going to do an overall Pokemon Select like comparison, ranking, review. No articulation, but just like a look at them all. Like a collection overview of like all the selects together, you will see Raikou come back then, where we'll like rank and whatnot. So let me know in the comments below. Did you guys get this figure? If you did, what do you think of him? If you're outside of the US, how is the distribution on this for you guys? Did you see it at all, in store? Did you even get a chance to order it online? Did you basically just have to import it, from a US store or something like that? So yeah, let me know all that. And other than that, if you guys are new here and haven't done so already, would always appreciate a like on the video and a subscribe to the channel. Does help me out a lot. I do greatly appreciate it and always appreciate it. And yeah, like I said, in all these more recent videos, I'm trying to get 2 videos a week, and at least 2. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Who knows? The next Pokemon video will be the Entei review whenever he releases. So yeah, I will see you guys all then. Bye.